For today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Cup of coffee.
Yes, we have background noises. Sorry. The desktop is running, the fan is running, the kid is running.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, no, it's just one of those things. It's just the sound of a house that has electronics in it. Some of these people, I think they must have like recording studios that's the sound is controlled. That's not real life. We're in the living room. I'm not that technologically advanced. We're just real. This is just living room pondering so that people can have a smoke and a coffee and get ready for their day. That's it. It's simple. Just company. We were the real weird relatives that people, we show up randomly, especially at the holidays, and they're like, oh, look, they're here. Yeah, that's it.
Yep. Yeah.
We hope everybody had a good weekend. It was just a matter of resting and stuff. And yeah, I think everybody needed to rest. And if they went shopping or whatever. And so,
Did y'all do any shopping?
yeah, did y'all go to the stores and stuff? I heard people say that the stores were not horrible. We don't know if the stores were horrible here or not because kids diseased again. Mm-hmm.
Ain't cool.
He has
Ain't cool.
ended up Saturday at urgent care with kid, and you have no HIPAA rights. He has cold with sinus and ear infection.
Yeah. Along with potential kidney infection.
Well, he's on antibiotics. They'll take care of all that. It's not necessarily an infection per se.
Yeah.
It's just another kidney stone. That's always lovely.
Yeah.
It's perpetual. I should have named him Petri Dish. That would have been the perfect name for him. He's giving me dirty looks. It's true.
It is true.
And that's true. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So as the weather changes, I don't know what to do with him. I mean, he needs to increase vitamin C and all that good stuff. So I have been taking mega doses of vitamin C.
I drank a fuck ton of orange juice.
Yeah, that wasn't that much. It wasn't that much that you drank. It wasn't even a whole jug. Because I used part of it. I used too much of it in the cranberry sauce. Orange juice is good for people that can do the orange juice. I have some Ocean Spray Zero cranberry juice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
that's
I'm
actually really
enjoying
good.
the hell out of it.
Ocean Spray's cranberry juice is actually really good.
And you can mix it with a little bit of Sprite Zero, and then you've got a fruit fizzy.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do with the kids when they were little, to take orange juice or grape juice or some kind of juice and mix it with a little bit of the Sprite or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they had fruit fizzies.
Yeah. And they were delicious.
Yeah. Yeah, it was something different. Mm-hmm. Some kind of treat for them. So while kid was over there trying to manage his disease, I went down rabbit holes. Because I had it. I was tired, Mama. I was tired, Mama. And I'm you have wore my ass out for a week.
Or more.
No. How old are you now? He'll be 27. God, he'll be 27 in March. Oh, Lord. Anyhow. So he's had to call out from work, and it's like, because why would you want someone in the store working if they're unwell? Now, employers need to understand this shit. I mean, they really do. Especially after the coof thing hit. If you sick, stay home for a few days. Get better, then come back in. Mm-hmm. Don't make people work while they're sick. That's just common sense.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's like I don't want to be the contaminant.
He does not have COVID, supposedly, according to that swab. But you know how that goes.
I don't got the coof.
I get to do the cranberry slurps. Mm-hmm.
You do. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I don't got the coof. But yeah, I had to text her this morning. Hey, symptoms have increased.
Yeah.
am not going to be able to make up the days like initially thought.
It's like this. It's not that hard. Baseline is if you have a fever, you're contagious. If you're coughing, sneezing, any of that stuff that's got droplets and particulate, you're contagious. Allergies do not apply
No.
because those are not transmissible to our knowledge.
Allergies are not transmissible.
But what if they are? What if they are? I have gone down so many rabbit holes because I've just been tired. He's looking like I'm like, and threatening. I've been threatening.
Slightly.
It's like, go in there and lay your ass down. Go lay down. Go to sleep.
Did that? I did that.
Yes, you did, and it was wondrous. So what I want to do a lot of times is just sit and binge watch things.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to interact. I think everybody goes through periods of time like that.
Yes.
And I found some really good stuff. And I will include the links in the description box. And one of the things that I found that was wondrous is a channel called Unseen Horrors.
Yes.
And what it was, the thumbnail got me, and the title of it was, I worked at the place they took Anne Heck, or Hecky, whatever you do, and what I saw broke me. And it's horror story. And this is, I'm not quite sure what to make of these.
He also had one, like, I sat in the live studio audience of the Wendy Williams show.
And when Diddy was there. And then I watched the one about where he's invited to T.D. Jakes' mansion. So I don't know if this is fact-based fiction.
No, that's exactly what, like, that's what the disclaimer in the front basically is saying.
Was it? Because I didn't read it closely. It was so fast that I couldn't read it and I didn't. I was
it basically said that it was made for entertainment purposes only, that any actual events that happened or anything that sort of aligns with stuff that has happened in the story is purely coincidence.
Bullshit.
And
it can't be coincidence if it's based around an actual event.
And some of it is fact. So it is fact-based fiction, but there is so much in this shit, and knowing what we know now,
Yeah.
The only reason that they're putting this as fact-based fiction is because they don't want to get sued or killed.
I'll tell you something. It's so well done. The young man who is doing the voice on this, just phenomenal. He does not have background noise. He has some kind of recording studio. Well written. Very, very believable. Where you're sitting there going, this is feasible. It's feasible, because for y'all who may or may not remember that about Anne Heck, she was the one that was involved with Ellen DeGeneres, and that ran into the house or whatever, and the car caught fire or whatever, and they were taking her out, had a sheet over her, and she sat up. Yeah, the helicopter footage caught that, and they tried to shut that up, but it's too late. It's done scene.
Yeah.
And it was just like, whoo.
Trying to say that she was dead or something. Yeah. And she sat right up.
She did.
And they pushed her back down. Burnt. No, she didn't look burnt in the slightest. They pushed her back down.
So, and some of this stuff that has come out, we're like, we don't know what's real. We really don't. We don't have a clue. And the stuff that we're finding out that is real is horrifying.
Yeah. Yeah.
But really good stories. Very bingeable. I mean, these were about a half hour, somewhere, very easy to listen to.
They're a doable length. And it's a really nice, easy listening videos.
Yes.
But I don't know, that one about the Wendy Williams thing, that really was
feasible.
Like, oh.
Because it's talking about Diddy, talking about, your son is very nice.
And the fact that, like...
And it's just like, oh...
And how it said, like, in the story that he drained her.
Yeah.
He took something from her, basically stole her spirit.
Yeah.
And she was being like, talking to you, I'm tired. In the show.
Well, psychic vampires exist. They truly, totally exist. If you've ever been around somebody and you're just exhausted, you may have vampirized me the past week.
Not intentionally.
Oh, but if you've ever been around
Not
somebody that they just
intentionally.
make you tired, and then they all happy, it's like one of the primary ways that you can tell if somebody's a psychic vampire, and a lot of them are unintentional, that they're just sort of drained and they're blah, and then they'll talk to you for a while, and then they're energized and you're drained. More than likely, you're dealing with a psychic vampire. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It is fucked up, but it happens. It's just some kind of weirdness, and people become parasitic. Their own life force is not is so befouled that it cannot sustain them, so they steal energy from other people's. Like I said, it's very parasitic. And a lot of them don't know that they're. It's like, deal with your own shit and quit draining other people.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. And then another channel that I found is John 4:16, 14:6. My bad, my eyes. And I'll have to go back and see what the scripture on John 14:6 is. But he has posted Michael Heiser videos. And they are so good. And one of the ones that a couple of them, like I said, I was totally binge watching on these. I could have been binge watched for years, but I had not heard these before. And one of them was where Dr. Heiser was talking about the real reason why the book of Enoch is not in your Bible. And now this is church history and all these different things, and it's fascinating. There's no way that I can give you a summation.
Well, I was going to ask, well, like, what is the synopsis
There-
of why the
you
Book
just
of
gonna
Enoch?
you're gonna have to read it. I mean, not read it. You're gonna have to listen to it.
Okay.
I am not big brain in that way. I understood what he said and stuff. Like I say, I miss his presence on the planet, especially during this period of time. And then the other one, Kid, listened to part of it, and Dr. Heiser and some other folks had sort of like a roundtable discussion, and it was fascinating. And it was about psychedelics, religious mysticism, and paranormal experiences. And it was another reason I loved Heiser. He was willing to discuss these things where most churches wouldn't even.
Yeah. Yeah, for some reason, most churches they're so weird and opposed to talking about the paranormal.
It's because they're biblically illiterate, to use one of his phrases.
Even though literally the whole thing
Yeah.
is paranormal.
And supernatural. If you don't believe that, then you ain't believing it. You need to go back and figure out what it is that you are believing in.
Exactly. The whole thing is paranormal and supernatural.
Yes. And the fact that this man could read and understand the original texts and fascinating.
The original Hebrew.
Yeah. Yeah. Sumerian, Greek, Aramaic. I love it. Latin. I love it. And it's like, plus he had developed some kind of computer system. He worked with, I think it's called Logos, of course it would be, which was Greek for word, that you could cross-reference a lot of this stuff. He was nerd, and he was wondrous.
Big brain.
Yeah, he was big brain, big time. But I'll put that, and you can go down those rabbit holes. If you've never heard Heiser before, and if you're like, oh, he's Christian. Yes, he was Christian, very much. He understood why he was Christian. A lot of people don't. They don't know what they believe or why they believe it. But don't let that, I know a lot of people, that's, I don't understand why people think that Christian is a bad thing. It's not. And people are going to find out that it's like, oh, look, they were right about some of these things. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, another one I had seen as far as, I don't know whoever this is that made the the name for the video. Jesus schools a clueless Nicodemus on in Bible intertextuality.
What?
Yeah. He
Eh?
was explaining between being born of the flesh and being born of the spirit. But when he goes in as far as with water, because that's the contention for a lot of people, do you have to be immersed? Do you have to be sprinkled? Do you have to? Oh, I've had everything done. But he explains in the original language as far as part of it there was within the Jewish tradition. I can't remember the Hebrew word for it right now, but pardon me. As far as taking a ritualistic bath, which was to cleanse somebody before they could approach God. Okay, it is a matter of the water. What did Christ say? That he was the living water?
Mm-hmm.
That you had to be born of the Spirit through him before you can approach God the Father, because that is the cleansing of sins. It's not hard. It's really not. But people get it. Don't try to argue with people that do not understand, or they're just, you're just wasting your time and make you tired.
Yeah.
Make you more tired. And then the other one that we watched, which is a totally different bent, Wendigoon. And I love Wendigoon. Well, he is
Yeah.
such a sweet kid. He really is. And he
Wendigoon is
does
awesome.
he does these deep dives. He sort of does like we do. He's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Because different things interest him.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being a channel that does the same thing day after day after day.
He pretty much just talks about whatever he wants to.
Yes, so do we. And it's like and I'll put the link on this, the controversial disease with the illegal symptoms. And what he was talking about was Munchausen syndrome and Munchausen by proxy. And
That one was fucked
it
up.
is, because anybody who Munchausen syndrome are these people that will feign illness to get attention.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that do that.
It's like these people literally poisoning their children.
That's Munchausen by proxy. And he discusses some of the cases, and it's just with this, and I've questioned this a long time now as far as the field of psychology. There's a lot of people that consider it a pseudoscience. And I understand that. And there are certain symptoms that appear so that a diagnosis can be made. But you've got to realize, if you've got somebody that's got a lick of sense, that they can go online and they can research this stuff and feign it, fake it. How much is a mental illness and how much is a spiritual sickness? I don't know that you can separate the two. But the Munchausen by proxy is where these people would do things to their kids so that they kept the kids sick, and that it would mimic other actual diseases.
Mm-hmm.
And that the professionals, just because somebody's got letters behind their name, never assume they know what they're talking about. They missed it. And that one person basically had killed her kid with sodium, with salt.
She killed eight of her children.
I think it was a different one, wasn't it?
Either way, this one person, literally 8 of her children, and then an adopted child.
Oh,
she
dear
killed.
God. Mm-mm-mm. And it's like, the thought that you have somebody that is that evil, that is that sick and twisted, and there's people, and fortunately, I hope it's rare. I hope it's rare. Or is it just rare that we hear about it? Yeah.
I think it's rare that we hear about it.
Mm-hmm. And that was when I was counseling and when I was intensive in-home to go in, and that was one of the things that we did. It was a separate set of eyes. And of course we understood that It's like there's a honeymoon period almost when you've got a new person introduced into a family dynamic. It changes the family dynamic for a while, and everybody's going to be on their best behavior usually.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes it can take a long period of time before some of these symptoms manifest. And that one kid, I loved that kid, and they were talking about that he had occasionally, psychotic outbursts. And I'm like, how could this kid? And then after I was there maybe 6 months or something, I'm like, whoop, there it is. When he was getting ready to bean the mother in the head with a ceramic something that would have caused her grievous harm.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's sad.
It is remarkably sad. I dealt with a lot of sad. So it just
So why was he like? What happened with him that he was?
what
What
and
caused the
that's
psychotic episodes?
a lot of this stuff is so deep, and a lot of it starts with the family dynamics. Almost all of it starts with family dynamics. When you have parents that are on drugs, when you have a parent that is frequently in and out of jail, prison, and that they're not present in a positive manner in the kid's life, and that every time that the person and the kids were trying to get themselves back together, then the father would be released for a period of time, come back, everything would be chaotic again. Yeah.
Damn.
Lack of stability.
Yeah.
That lack of stability and feeling safe and secure can really mess kids up. So it's humans are very complicated, and that's why you have to take it on an individual basis. There's no one size fits all.
Yeah.
And the way that they're trying to cookie cutter the mental health profession right now, instead of sitting, there is no way in hell, no way that anybody, I don't care how many degrees they've got, can sit with somebody for 15 minutes and make a proper damn diagnosis. It's just illogical. That becomes a Medicare or Medicaid or insurance fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, this family, I was with them 2 to 3 times a week for hours sometimes before, and it took 6 months before that can.
Yeah. And most people would not have even stayed there 6 months, probably.
Well, it was my job, but I cared about these people to try to help them have practical solutions so that their lives could be better. To teach children coping skills, it's like, look, you don't have to hit somebody. You can get a pillow. You can do different things like that. You can go for a walk, go play basketball. When they're little, you can give them alternatives.
Mm-hmm.
When they're bigger, a lot of times the behavior has become so ingrained, it makes it harder. It's not impossible, it's just harder. They have to really, really want to change. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then some of them, you don't know. It's just their path. And you trust God, you pray for them, and you go on, do something else, whatever God tells you to do next.
Yeah.
That's how you cope with working with that. And not lose your own mind.
Yeah.
So lots of
Don't
fun
lose your
things
mind.
for you all to binge watch.
Mm-hmm. There's something more to that Unseen Horrors channel. I
Oh,
swear
yeah.
I swear that is a bunch of people who are genuinely whistleblowers, and that's the only way that
Maybe.
they can get the stories out there without getting, like, killed.
Maybe. But it's just excellent. Like I said, the young man's voice is wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
The writing is wonderful.
It
So if you
really
like
is.
spooky shit that may or may not be true, Unseen Horrors,
Yeah.
we're definitely going to go down that rabbit hole lots more.
The one about Ellen is believable. The one about Diddy is believable.
Michael if you want the real deal, Michael Heiser.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. If you've never heard him talk about the Nephilim and the book of Enoch and stuff like that, yeah. Yeah. Most interesting. And as far as the hybrid species, it's right there. It's right there. You want to tell the peoples where we can be found?
You can find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also, check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, at RolandaCOCWS.
Just a suggestion, you might want to increase your vitamin C intake.
Yes.
Vitamin D.
All your vitamins.
Yeah, all that's good stuff. Oil of oregano.
Vitamin A, vitamin
olive
B,
leaf
vitamin
extract. Get you some echinacea. Get you some golden seal to have on hand.
B12.
Some of the elderberry. Elderberry stuff is really, really good. If you first feel like you're getting the ick,
That
then use some of the
elderberry will help.
elderberry.
Yeah.
Hot lemonade, something that simple. Honey and lemon. Fix you a hot toddy.
Yeah.
And we'll pray one for another.
Yep.
Know that you are loved. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup. Bye.